Do you get phone calls every day, like every another day, where asking if you are interested for their new credit or debit card offers, or if you are interested for loan, or if you are interested to join a particular course, or maybe if you are interested for this or that, or vacation travel, whatever? Do you get phone calls like these? These all are things that people never like to entertain, because I understand that when you are using your phone, it is basically to make communication to the other side, and not being called every other time asking if you want this and that. Now, this is something that actually leads to things like cybercrime, and that actually increases the number of cybercrime that's happening. And it's very, very bad that poor people like us, who are actually want to live a very honest and stable life, become a victim of these crimes. Now, if you're watching my video for very first time, I'm Reshmi, and please do consider subscribing to my channel for videos like these, and videos related to lifestyle. And I love sharing experiences, but this time I have to share an experience that that completely horrifies me, terrifies me every time, every other day, because this incident is something that was beyond what we could actually imagine. And I just hope that sharing this information would be useful to anybody, any folks out there who don't want to be a victim of cybercrime. So now question would be whether I have been a victim of cybercrime, and the answer is yes. Sadly, yes. So continue watching this video, hit the like button if you find this information useful, and even though if you don't hit the like button also, I feel that it's very important, and it would be really bad if I don't share this information with you. So I just hope that whoever is the guy who, I cannot call him a guy, even whoever is the person who is doing, or who are the persons who are doing this every day for a living, should actually shouldn't survive like this here in India or anywhere in this world, because it's not a way where, or it's not a medium for making money, or it's not a right way to do to make a living. So anyway, who am I to explain and teach all of this, right? So I'm here to share my experience that has happened with me using Facebook Marketplace. So I don't know how many of you guys know, but me and my family, so we have been living here in Bangalore, so for now like quite some time, not even like 1.5 years to be exact, because we have been traveling back to our hometown, because nowadays, since of this work from home situation is there, we have been not continuously living here in Bangalore, and before that we were living in United States. So we just moved back to India like 2 years back, and until now, if you ask me, like how was our stay here in Bangalore, that's a completely different chapter, because there are so many stories that I could share with you if you guys are interested. But anyway, I don't want to waste my time here and your time as well explaining all of that, because I'm going to tell you a very important story that has happened to me, that has happened with my family, that has to come out in this medium. Now everybody has this opportunity to share their experiences, and I would like to use that, because everyone uses YouTube as a medium of knowing more information. So I think this would do justice only if I share. So whatever is the case, we were actually in the middle of so let me start with my story. So we were in the middle of selling our furniture, not like, actually it's not in a hurry, but I was like, okay, I'll just put this in the Facebook Marketplace or wherever online portals that are there, so that if I do that as early, I would be easy, it would be easy for me. So I was just actually thinking that if the sells fast, then it would be much better for us, it would save us some time. And now you would ask me, why do I have to sell my furniture? Now the reason being that again I'll be traveling back to hometown, and I'm not sure whether I'll be continuing with the lease of this rental apartment where I'm living right now. So that is one very important thing. Anyways, so we were in the middle of that, and now you would have asked me like, why Facebook Marketplace? You would have used OLX, you wouldn't have got cheated on that, or you would have used this or that, whatever. But you know guys, if the time is right, if the time is like, you know, you have to get cheated, then definitely, you know, जब तुम्हारा time आ गया हो ना, वो टाइम आ चुका है, कंसिडर दैट, यू नो, इट्स होना ही है. सो दैट इज पॉइंट वन. एंड पॉइंट टू इज दैट, यू नो, आई हैव बीन यूजिंग मार्केट प्लेस every time while I was selling my furniture and stuff while living in the United States. Even while traveling back, I had tons of stuff to sell, and you know, thank God nobody has actually had this chance to you know, actually nobody felt that, you know, we should cheat that couple, or you know, we should actually make money like this or like that. Nobody has cheated us, you know, to be honest. They're living there for 6 years, you know, nobody has cheated us. So when we posted this, I was getting multiple interest, multiple messages from people who want to buy my furniture. And I was like, and most probably if you would have noticed, it's the basic question is like, if this furniture is still available, and then you start talking, say hi, send your location and all that. So one day what happened is that there was this one person, her profile name is Monika Yadav. I'm sharing this because, you know, if there is somebody out there who is getting cheated, or if somebody can actually understand that these are the names of those fraudulents who are doing this crime, I think it's better, because, you know, you can just watch out, right? So and together with that, I'll do one more thing. I'll add the details of these people in the description, so that, you know, if you want to know more about these names, because they have used multiple names to communicate with me. And so heading back to the story, this Monika Yadav person, you know, tells me that she is interested, and I am saying yes, okay, yeah, this is still available. So she's like, okay, she wants to get this furniture today itself. Can you share your number? Not actually share my number. She actually told me to contact her using, you know, there was a number. So you can call me immediately. I would like to make the purchase. And I was like, okay. I'm not expecting that person to cheat me right away, because, you know, when somebody is actually sending me their number, I'm like, okay, probably they are genuine, is what I feel. So I'm actually contacting her, and when I reach out to her, there is this person called Vishal. Again, I'm highlighting, these names would be added in the description box as well. So there's this person called Vishal, and I'm like, I would like to speak to Monika Yadav, who has actually showed interest on a Facebook listing that I have posted. And he was like, yes, she's my wife. And I'm like, okay, so do you want to continue? He's like, yes, I am a furniture reseller, so I get old furniture and then I resale here in Bangalore. So I told, okay, so that is great. We have a couple of other furnitures as well. Thank God I didn't do much more. So I told, there are a couple of other furniture as well. He told, yes, we do that. So that we have been doing this and we have been in the business. So you can just WhatsApp me the you know, close-up pictures of the furniture, and we can send our guys quickly, like around in the evening, to get. And he even asked me like, how long is the furniture used, and could you quote a best price, so that, you know, it would be easy for us as well. So I told, actually I was selling that furniture for 26,000. okay, so, and I was willing to negotiate based on the client, whoever is coming over with a request. So I told, yeah, I'm willing to negotiate. So he told, okay, could you go down to 23.5? I told, no, I think 24 is the max I could do. So that was one number that actually I came into in my mind. And now I feel that, you know, if I have quoted something less, probably that would be the amount that he would have cheated us, right? So anyways, I told him that 24 is the final price, and he told no problem, Behenji is what he was addressing me. Behenji, no problem, I will definitely send my people in the evening, just have your furniture ready, and also before that send your location from your WhatsApp number, and I can reach out to you through that. And he told okay, and I also told okay, sure, then I'll reach out to you using WhatsApp. And I actually contacted him through WhatsApp using my husband's number. Now, when I contacted him, I sent him a few pics as well, and he was like, yes, great, that looks great, and the people would be starting from here around 6 p.m. or so, and they would be there before 7, he said. And I was like, okay, sure, definitely. And I actually fell for that. I feel so bad that, you know, I trusted that guy, and he sounded very genuine until now. And he actually told that he can send the money using Paytm. And now I was like, okay, could you do it through Google Pay? Now, no judgments, guys. Thing is that we are more comfortable using Google Pay. Everybody has their own likes and dislikes. It's not like Paytm is bad or anything, but whatever is the thing, the crime happened in Paytm. So what I understand, that if you have a client in front of you, or if you have a customer, you know, you have to listen to them, right? So when this guy was pointing out that he can use Paytm only, we were like, okay, no problem. And myself and my husband actually downloaded Paytm on our phone, and we started, you know, making ready and for you know, so that it will be easy for him to initiate the payment as well. So now he calls us, he says that okay, now I'll send you 1 rupee, and you can just check your bank account statement if you have received your 1 rupee. We told okay. Now when he is sending 1 rupee, he is sending a message in Paytm saying that this voucher is blah blah blah, and sending 1 rupee to our phone number. And and there is this option in Paytm message where you have this pay, blue color icon, pay. And yeah, he told that you enter rupee 1 there, and hit on pay and enter your UPI pin code. And we were like, why do we have to enter UPI pin code? Because it is you who is sending us the money, right? There's no point of us entering the pin code right now. He was like, no, it's not like that. Here in Paytm, you have to do this. Now he is trying to mislead us on how the Paytm works as well. So I felt that this is somewhere, you know, it's not going in the right direction. I told him, okay, Bhaiya, can you do this? You just resume the call. Once we understand how this application works, I'll call you back. Anyway, he has to send us the money, right? So then I told, I'll call you back, no worries. Until then, let the people come. So he was like, no, I will guide you how we have to use the Paytm. I'll guide you, no worries. Why are you getting worried? He was very, very gently, very politely. I cannot explain how polite he was. And he told, this is for this, this is for that, so you just hit on the pay. Why do you want to you tell Shak, right? Means why do you have to doubt me? That was his question. Why do you have to have a doubt on me? I'm sending you 1 rupee, and just to make sure that you are receiving the money in the right amount. And I was like, okay. So you just enter and see. And we actually entered a pin code, and we checked our once everything was done, we checked our account statement, and we saw that 1 rupee was debited and 2 rupees was credited into our bank account. Now this is the first step that you have to notice, that no 1 rupee 2 rupee transactions is usually happening when you have a original buyer. Is what I understand. There is no point of doing this 1 rupee 2 rupee thing, but again, we didn't know, we were not aware of it. And this guy actually tried to convince us that since he's sending such a large amount, it's better to be sure that the amount is reaching to the right bank account. Whatever, he asked us to enter 24,000 rupees and hit on the pay. Again, my question was, Bhaiya, you were supposed to send the 24,000. Why do we have to enter 24,000? And now he is telling that for this voucher to work, it is like that. And we were not ready. We told ki, Bhaiya, now we'll keep the call, and then we'll just look into it, and then probably you can send the money again. Now he is telling that he actually already sent me the 24,000 rupees, and he has lost 24,000 rupees, and he is asking us to check in our bank account. There is no 24,000 rupees. So when I'm telling that I haven't received that amount, he is telling me what? He is telling me to enter the 24,000 rupees and enter my PIN, then only the voucher will work. See guys, I am feeling so bad कि how can you make a living out of cheating people? I just don't really get it, guys. I just it feels so bad to continue living here in this country especially after traveling back from abroad. It feels really bad. Again, now you would be thinking that it's very easy for you to say because you were not clever enough to understand that he is cheating. It's not a thing about clever, guys. It's not about how much intelligent you are or how much sense you have. If you want to put a fault on one particular person, you can, how much ever you want. But when it's the time to be cheated, you won't notice it. It would just happen. And especially in cyber crime is where you just fall for it. You just don't understand or realize that it's happening. And this guy was, I was actually cutting the call, and still he's calling me back, and he's asking me to answer, and he started scolding me that I have lost my money from my side, and now you are not good enough to actually enter your amount and continue that payment, make the payment. I've already lost my money. I told you, if you have lost your money and I haven't received my money, where has the money gone? He don't know it's a technical glitch that has caused, and now you have to enter the PIN, and that is when this will really work. And he told, okay, now I'll send you again 24,000 and I'm going to enter my PIN. Now you have to enter 24,000 rupees and enter your PIN right away so that this transaction would work, and this is how the voucher will work, is what exactly he quoted. Now, I am entering 24,000 with my, like so much doubts in my mind with me and my husband. We were kind of so confused. We were keep on asking him ki bhaiya, I don't think this is how it works. Maybe it's something wrong from your side, or maybe it's something that you don't know, that first of all, we haven't heard a thing like voucher. We haven't heard anything like entering the PIN code while somebody else needs to pay to you. We should have realized that, but still he convinced us very hardly that this is it. In order to activate the voucher, in order to use this voucher, in order to get the payment successfully, you would have to enter the PIN code. And we did it. And once we did it, 24,000 rupees got debited from our account, and there was no money back. And now he was telling that it's because you took so much time to do this step. It's just because of that money has gone from our side, and there is no money back credited back to us. This devil kind of person who thinks like a devil, acts like a devil, who is here on this, surviving on this world to make money by cheating people, and to n number of persons who are pursuing this as a career, I would tell it's truly bad. It's truly bad to even put your weight and walk on the surface of earth, because you are just kind of people who are making this whole earth weigh a lot. I don't know how to tell this. You tell in Malayalam, nare bhumi ke nare bharana, means तुम दुनिया के लिए ही मतलब बहुत क्या बोलते हैं, भारी हो भाई. तुम्हारी मतलब जिंदगी यहाँ पे होनी ही नहीं चाहिए. तुम ऐसे कमाते हो पैसा, तुम जब ऐसे कमाते हो तुमको सर्वाइव ही नहीं करना चाहिए ऐसे. अगर तुम जिंदगी अच्छी इससे जी नहीं सकते, दूसरों को चीट करके जीना चाहते हो ना, मर जाओ भाई, वही सबसे अच्छा होगा. You should die. You rather die. Now, I'll tell you, when our money was lost, when our money was gone, that's when we realized that we have been a victim of cyber crime. Now, even at this point, he's telling me that just because of this technical glitch, he's going to send me 48,000 rupees now, and I have to enter 48,000 and hit on the pay button and enter my PIN code. Now, do you think that I would do that? I told him कि पैसे का मामला है, it's money, and I don't want to continue with this call until and unless you would like to share your address so that we could come over, take our furniture. Arey, we will take a truck, load up the furniture and hand it over directly to you. You pay our money. It's not, I don't want to do so much, or itna matlab take a headache for all of the situation. It's kind of very can't bear all of this. So we were telling that, so even when we're telling this, what he's saying, you don't need to step out of your car, you don't need to put your feet on the road. This can be easier and as simple as that. You just enter 48,000 and thing will be done. I told him, either you share your address or I'm going to wind up the call. He told he's going to file a complaint against us, saying that we cheated him for him spending that money and claiming selling a furniture in this way on Facebook Marketplace. I told, okay, you give me the address and then we'll talk. Next thing, what me and my husband did is that we actually contacted our bank where our accounts are, and we told them to freeze the account because he can use this for anything, and we don't know what details he has. And we were there on the call for quite some time, and we had to call our bank, and once we did, they actually told us it's better to inform the National Cyber Crime, and we also did that as well. And when we informed the National Cyber Crime, they told us that actually the funny thing is that we were not able to make a call on National Cyber Crime. Now, National Cyber Crime in India works only until 6 or 7 p.m. Okay, now this was on Friday, and this person was about to make the payment, and everything, all of this was completely, framed or planned. I don't know how to tell this, but everything is happening in that frame, 6 to 7 p.m. okay, in the evening. So once all of this is done, what he does, he'll go and take the money from his ATM, and we cannot register a complaint anywhere. We cannot call the this customer portal or whatever online number is there to register a complaint. Now, what we have is that we can put an online complaint on National Cyber Crime portal, and we did that, and we also got a referral code or ID for your complaint. And our bank, we actually had to visit our bank as well, nearest branch as well, in order to check with them like this and keep them informed that this has happened. And when we went to our nearest branch of our bank, they told that it's very important that you go to their bank as well if you have the IFSC code. And we realized that bank that these fraudulents were using was Fincare, Small Business Bank was the bank that they were using. And we actually visited the nearest branch as well for the same. And when we went to the Fincare, we informed that this is the scenario, guys. There is this fraudulent guy who is using an account from your bank and making payments. And now the thing is that while he was sending this 1 rupee, 100 rupees and all that, at that point he was using several accounts. They were names of different persons, or not persons, personalities to be told. They were different names of persons, on the bank account details. So we don't have very much details, we just have the name, and also I am going to add their names as well in the description. And I told ki you have to find these people. I'm not sure, because he is using your bank, and it's important to you as well, and it's important for us as well, because we have to get our hard-earned money, isn't it right? Because we were not realizing that we are being victims of this cyber crime. When something is done, you don't realize that it is actually happening. So for those people who have had this experience can actually understand what my feeling is when I'm telling you, but those who haven't, it's very hard to understand, guys. It's true, but it's very hard to understand. When it happens, you never realize that it's coming, that is how it is. So we informed the bank, and they told that they will catch these people, they will freeze their accounts. And they also checked if we have the if they have actually taken the money from their account. Now question is, how would we have understood that, you know, these are the persons or the bank account details? Now never ever any bank would share their customer details, and we don't have their Aadhaar number or their addresses or anything. Okay, now this is a very important tip that I'm going to share with you. If something so and so happens, you have to refer to the code. Basically what happens is, like, when you get a code and a particular ID when you're using, right, even in net banking or anything, it would be like at the rate of so and so bank, you will get your ID. So they were like a 10-digit number, and at the rate of Fincare, etc. And that is how we realized that, okay, it's a 10-digit number, probably, you know, it could be a mobile number, it could lead us to something. And we actually shared these numbers. There were like 2 or 3 numbers that we had, and we shared it, and actually to our surprise there were 2 or 3 accounts and you know, from Fincare that were registered online, and these accounts all were fraud. And they actually freeze them, and we were asked to go and file an FIR, and we headed over to the nearest police station. They asked us to go to the cyber police station, which is especially for these purposes. That is in Whitefield here in Bangalore, and we went there and we filed a complaint, and the case is still there. It's under processing. The investigation is still going on, and we will be hearing back in like coming 10 to 15 days. It's very bad, guys, you know, that these things are happening here in India. For people like us who come back to India, you know, to start a living, or people who are based in India, it's very very bad, very kind of disappointing to, you know, being cheated. And you know, nowadays what happens now, after this whole incident, whenever I receive calls, I feel that anybody who is calling me from an unknown number, especially when, you know, they have these starting lines ki, are you interested for this, are you interested for that, I feel like, you know, these all people are here for cheating only. I just don't understand why they need to call. Whether now there are bank people who call to check, you know, if we are interested for any loan. If you are interested for a loan, you are capable enough to go directly to the branch and apply for the loan. Would you just simply let that person not pay back the loan? It's not for free, right? So if somebody is really wanting to get a loan, nobody would just take up a call and say, "Ha, mujhe loan chahiye." What does that actually mean? Secondly, you have people asking whether you want to join a course. Somebody is like, "No, I am actually learning. I am doing my studies and development, web development and all that." So I get random calls from that course, these courses, many courses out there. If I'm interested, I'll reach out to you. So next I'm going to share with you what are the tips for not falling for these kind of cyber crime. Now what we have lost is lost, but I don't want any people out there, any persons who are watching my video, you know, to be a victim like us. So what is important is to take care of these few things, and which are very important tips to be taken care of. Now what are the tips that you can follow to not be a victim of cyber crime or not fall for these kind of situations? One, use Truecaller, guys. Truecaller is something that is a huge help. You know, it would really help. I know many of you guys already use, but now one thing to note is that when you're using an iPhone, like me and my husband do, when you're using an iPhone or maybe any Android phone, I'm not sure with how Android phone, if there is this kind of particular system, but in iPhone what happens is that when you don't use an application for quite some time, maybe, you know, 30 days or 60 days, it would actually go back to the cloud and it would you know, not work. So then again you have to take that application, download it back, and then again, you know, make it resume. So when that happens, what happens is that although you have Truecaller installed, the Truecaller is not in a working position. So it's very important that, you know, your Truecaller is being utilized to your benefit, and it's very important that you're tracking that who is calling you. Next thing is that, you know, you can also block, you can also search numbers using Truecaller. So that is one important thing that I have to say. Secondly, if there are persons asking for your account numbers, pin code details, your address, or any personal private things, please don't entertain them. Just cut the call. You can do this much, right? You don't need to talk to them. And thirdly, if you have any bank people calling you, if you are interested for any loan, or if you are interested for any credit or debit offers, card offers, whatever is the case, I respect those persons who are actually sitting in the bank, who are doing their work. They are actually I think handed over a huge list of people who are having accounts in their bank and probably asked to make a call, sit and make a call every day. I don't know why the system works like this, but it's really bad for them as well. And you can't be impatient, and you can't be harsh on them. It's not right, because they are doing their job after all. So you can politely say that, Ki, I will let you know if I am interested in anything like that. Right now at this point I am not. And then just wind up the call. Third tip is that when you're using Facebook Marketplace, OLX, or any online portals for selling your house, selling your car, selling your furniture, selling your things, selling your any stuff, you have to make sure that the people who are reaching out to you are real people. Now, how you can find that out is that you can actually check their profile. Now, the person who reached out to me is Monika Yadav, and this idiot who talked with me was one Vishal, who claimed that Monika Yadav is his wife, and the whole transaction that he was doing, the names that he was using was some Sanny Kumar Bharathi, Asha, Devi, and something else. So he was using so many names. Okay, and this Monika Yadav, this person, actually I'm not even sure if this real person exists, or if this is a real account. I'm sure there's a fake account, because there was no other detail linked to it. Usually, when you open your Facebook Marketplace and somebody else is trying to reach out to you, when you click on a profile, what happens? You see they are members of many groups. You will have information about that. So there was nothing. So it's very important that you have this, you check their profile to really find they're legit. And then if they are promising to send you money, let them send, let them do their thing. Don't try to give your details, share your details like we did. It's very important that you just let them do, and if they are not ready to make the payment, jao bhar mein, leave it. That's it. You just feel that it's not, you may get a new customer later, and it's very bad. It's very again I'm repeating again and again, I'm repeating the same thing over and over. It's very disappointing that in India these things are kind of there is a full team of people who is making a life cheating people, and it's very bad. I just wish that these people are caught and nobody else would dare to make a living out of cheating people. So we all are making money for our living, for our generations to come. We are taking all the efforts, we are working, and we are saving. It's not for these monsters or these demons to make a life out of. So it's very important that you make your and your family's life safe. So be sure that you are not sharing more details. More details means it's more trouble. So just make sure that you are sharing only the required amount of detail. So I just hope that this video has been useful, and I am hoping that if you found this informative, you would hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. And there will be many sides to one thing. Like you always say that there are two sides for everything. There will be people who are going to watch this video and say that it was our carelessness. I admit it's definitely our carelessness, but I believe that if you are watching this video, you shouldn't fall for such a cyber crime or such a crime like this. So you should definitely report it directly to your bank, to their bank, to police people, get them beaten up for the crime they are committing. And it's very important that such people should be punished. So definitely I just hope that you share this video even with your family and your people whom you know, so that you know these kind of incidents will not continue here in India, so or anywhere in the world. So this was just my piece of experience sharing. So if you have any other similar incidents like these, you can definitely feel free to comment in this, under this video, so that I can actually understand, you know, what kind of things, bad things are also happening, and it will also help the other viewers to understand कि इतना सब होता है, इतना सब हो चुका है बहुत लोगों के साथ. So it's very important. Okay, so I hope you found this video useful. Until I see you next time with another good one. Bye.